So good morning students, welcome back. Today we'll discuss DC motor of topic class 10. Okay, so look, let's start students. See, first we'll discuss what is meaning of DC electric motor. What is motor? A device that convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. Okay, suppose we are having motor. Okay, what we generally do when we switch on, it means we are providing electrical energy. Okay, electrical energy, and it convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. Okay, the pump start rotation motion. In this way, when we switch on, that is electrical energy. In motor, the pump start rotation motion. Okay, and that is said to be mechanical energy. So it means the device which convert electrical energy into mechanical energy is said to be DC electric motor. Okay students, now its principle. Actually it is based on the principle that whenever a current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field, then it experiences force, that is called torque. As a result, it start rotation motion. Then it start like this rotation motion. I'll give you example. Suppose this is a rectangle coil, and when we put in this magnetic field having some current, it experience force on both the ends. As a result, it start rotation motion. On that principle it based. Okay, now students, the main important part, its construction. First of all, it consists of a rectangular frame, rectangular coil A, B, C, D. It is said to be A, B, C, D. It is said to be coil or armature. Okay, it is made by soft iron core. Okay, now students, this coil is placed between two strong permanent magnet, north and south pole. Okay, these are the permanent magnet that produce strong magnetic field around the coil. Okay, now students, further this coil is connected with two metallic ring plate C1 and C2. It is said to be split ring. Okay, and combinedly C1 C2 split ring is said to be commutator. What is the function of this split ring? It is made by metal. Okay, two metallic ring is said to be split ring. What is the function of the split ring? The function of the split ring to change the direction of current after every half cycle. In each half cycle, it changes the direction of current. Now, further, this split ring is connected with two carbon brush. See, this is B1 and this is B2. These are the carbon brush. Okay, that make the contact of this internal circuit to external circuit. There is a battery or cell, okay, from which we provide current. So that is a basic construction of a DC electric motor. Okay students, how it works. When switch is on, okay, in that condition current flows from positive terminal of cell towards negative terminals. It means it will travel from brush B2 C2 through coil, okay, C1 brush B1 and the negative terminals. So direction of current is B2 C2 C1 B1. That is the direction of current in first half cycle. Okay, so when the current flows, then what happens? It experience force in the presence of strong magnetic field. As a result, the coil start rotation. Okay, look students, this coil start rotation motion. We'll find the direction of motion of this coil. Actually, we'll use the Fleming left hand rule. We did before. Shortly we'll revise. Okay, when we arrange our left hand in such a way that thumb, forefinger and middle finger should be mutually perpendicular. In that case, if forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field, if middle finger shows the direction of current, in that condition, this thumb represents the direction of force, direction of motion of force. So look students, this is the direction of magnetic field. This is a magnetic field line. Okay, this is the direction of magnetic field. Okay, when we arrange like see, this finger shows magnetic field. This is the direction of magnetic field, and this is C. This is the current in downward direction from B to A. In first half cycle, the direction of current is from B to A. So downwards. This is the direction of magnetic. This is the direction of magnetic field. This is the direction of current. So thumb represents the direction of force. It means the direction of motion of coil. It means this coil move in upward direction. The coil move like this. Upward direction, this is B and this A. Upwards means like this. So BA, this side will move in upward direction. So coil start rotation motion like this. Okay. So it start rotation. Okay. And as a result it experience force and it start rotation motion. Now students, what happened in next half cycle? In second half cycle with the rotation of coil, this C1 and C2 split ring changes its position. Okay. Now C2 comes at that side and that comes as C1. The position with the rotation of this coil, this split ring will change its position. And now with the rotation of, look at, with the rotation of this coil like this, BA come at that side and CD come at this side. So we can write in second half cycle what happened. Okay, look, C and D. This is C and this is D. This is A and that is B. Then what happens, students? When the current flows, look, in the second half cycle, the direction of current from A to B. What was in first cycle? B to A. In second half cycle, it become A to B. Okay, and again come from C to D. Again, students, we'll apply Fleming left hand rule, FBI. Okay, this is magnetic field, this is current. Again, it experience force in upward direction. So look, again it move in same direction. It means in both the half cycle, the coil will rotate, the armature will rotate in same direction. So what is the function of this C1, C2? It provide C1 and C2 splitting provide the same sense of the rotation of coil. So using C1 and C2, coil will rotate in same direction in both the half cycle by changing the current. In this way, we'll get that in same direction in both the cycle by changing the current. In first half cycle and second half cycle, only the position of split ring changes. Due to that, it changes the direction of current. In first half cycle, the direction of current was from B to A. In second half cycle, the direction of current was from A to B. Okay. Due to this, due to change in the direction in this coil by split ring C1 and C2, we will get the rotation of coil in same direction. It means this get same sense of rotation of the coil in both the cycle, first half cycle and second half cycle. Now students, in this way the electrical energy converted into mechanical energy. One more important point is there. The question is arise, how can we increase the rotation of this coil? So we can increase by 4 factors. By increasing number of turns, when we wound more turns, okay, when we winding of copper wire is more, when we increase the number of turns, it also increase the rotation of coil. Then B is magnetic field. When we provide strong magnetic field, when we increase the strength, intensity of magnetic field, it can also increase the rotation. When we increase area of this coil, it also increases the rotation. And finally in current, when we provide more current, that can provide more rotation. Okay, in this way we can increase its rotation. With the rotation of coil, look, suppose there is a turbine, or a fan. So with the rotation of coil, that fan also start rotation. In this way, electrical energy converted into mechanical energy. In this way it works.